If school really trained leaders, most adults wouldn't be waiting for permission to live their own lives. Think about it. From the first day of school, you're trained to sit down, stay quiet, raise your hand, and wait. Not to lead, not to question, not to decide. Just follow instructions. You're rewarded for being on time, doing exactly what you're told, and not causing problems. The best student isn't the most curious one. It's the most obedient one. Now ask yourself something uncomfortable. Does that sound like leadership or employee training? School teaches you how to pass tests, not how to think under pressure. How to follow rules, not how to create them. How to memorize answers, not how to ask better questions. And no, this isn't about hating teachers. Most teachers are doing their best inside a broken system. This is about the system itself. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine a kid who asks too many questions. Why do we need this? Is there another way? What if this doesn't work? What happens to that kid? They're called disruptive, annoying, a problem. But fast forward 20 years, that same kid is suddenly called an entrepreneur, a founder, a visionary. Funny how that works. In school, you're punished for curiosity. In real life, curiosity is what creates money, innovation, and influence. School also trains you to fear mistakes. Wrong answer? Red mark. Wrong move? Lower grade. Fail a test? You're bad at the subject. So you grow up thinking mistakes mean you're stupid. But leadership is literally built on mistakes. Leaders fail publicly. They guess, test, adjust, and move again. They don't wait for perfect answers. They make decisions with incomplete information. School never trains you for that. Instead, it trains you to wait for certainty. Wait for instructions. Wait for approval. That's why so many adults freeze when there's no clear path. No syllabus. No teacher. No right answer at the back of the book. Real life doesn't give multiple choice options. It gives you chaos. Another thing school never teaches: value. In school, your worth is a grade. In real life, your worth is the problems you can solve. Nobody pays you for how hard you tried. Nobody pays you for how long you studied. They pay you for results. But school conditions you to believe effort alone deserves rewards. That's why people get angry at the world later. I did everything right. I followed the rules. I worked hard. Cool. But did you build anything useful? Leadership isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about making decisions when everyone else is confused. It's about taking responsibility when things go wrong. It's about moving first, not waiting to be told. School avoids all of that because training leaders is risky. Leaders question authority. Leaders don't blindly follow systems. They redesign them. And systems don't like that. So the system does what it's good at. It creates reliable workers. People who show up on time, follow instructions, wait for promotions, complain quietly, and repeat the cycle. Again, workers are important. Society needs them. But the problem is this. Most people were never told they had another option. They think something is wrong with them when they feel stuck, when really, they were just trained for a role they've outgrown. Leadership isn't taught in classrooms. It's built by making decisions without permission, by learning from real consequences, by taking responsibility instead of excuses. School gives you knowledge. Life tests your judgment. If you're waiting for school, a course, or a certificate to turn you into a leader, you'll wait forever. Leaders aren't selected. They're self-appointed. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. So here's the real question.